Hey guys, Jared Garcia with the Heart of Real Estate, and today I'm with Wizard with the Guardians of the Children, the Rio Grande chapter. Thanks so much, Wizard, for having us.
Thank you for having me.
We definitely appreciate you coming on and sharing your organization with us. And first off, let's talk, who is Guardians of the Children? Tell us a little bit.
Great question. The Guardians of the Children is a motorcycle organization whose mission is to work with children that have been abused in the community. And so what we do is we work with kids that have been abused in one fashion or another, and we work with them through the court systems.
Okay.
And that's where we do our best work, is working, getting a child prepared to testify,
Right.
tell the story about what happened to them, so that when they do get before the judge and the jury and everyone else that's around them, they're feeling safe and secure and ready to testify. If you can imagine, when you go to court for a traffic citation, you're shaking in your boots.
Yeah, it's just the traffic citation. So
Exactly.
these kids got to be going through
So
some
these
things.
children have gone through one heck of an ordeal, and so we work with them prior to their court hearings.
Okay.
We get them ready. We go through a little ceremony, we call it an adoption, but it's really bringing them into the organization, getting them to know who we are, what our role is with them, and to make sure they feel safe and secure, so that when they get into the courtroom, they're ready to testify and tell the world what happened to them in the courtroom, so that these perpetrators who've abused them will serve their time in jail for what they've done.
Well, it's such an amazing cause. I definitely appreciate you guys doing that. So tell us about your overall mission. What is the mission?
The mission of the organization is to recognize and react to child abuse and to educate the public to do the same. So when we say that, while our primary role is to work with children in the court system, child abuse is a huge issue in our community.
Absolutely.
In the state and across the country. And so not only working with the children in court, but working with organizations like yours, the community at large, letting everyone know the severity of child abuse and what we can do to try to stop child abuse in our communities. I did a presentation just a few days ago at a march against child abuse, and we were talking about...
I noticed that. I saw it on Facebook.
Did you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
And we were talking about the severity of child abuse and what can be done to try to address that. And in our community, you know, we work on legislation, we work with the judges, we work with the district attorneys, we work with the different advocacy groups. And while we're doing that, our objective is to see what we can do to reduce child abuse. But when it comes down to it, the bottom line, the education role that we take on is educating the public, and that means families, making families aware of what's going on around them, so that when their child is acting different, something's happening, they're acting up in school, focus in on what's going on there. It may not just be a child kind of growing up issue. There may be something more to that. And so we try to bring awareness to the community.
Kind of pick up on those things that, you know, like you said, they may start acting differently, or maybe even point out they're not comfortable around somebody.
They all of a sudden become withdrawn, and they're not sure. You're not sure what's going on with them. Ask questions. Ask them how they're doing, and look at what's going on with their friends and that kind of thing. And so that, when we can educate families in our community on what's going on, then perhaps we can really affect the reduction of child abuse in our state, because we can't depend on government, we can't depend on the legislature, we can't depend on all these government agencies, because what they're dealing with is the after-the-fact scenario. Something's already happened. And so they're now trying to deal with what happened. We want to be proactive in our community.
So how do you accomplish that mission? How are you being proactive within the community?
Things like
absolutely. Absolutely. Just doing video and
whatever we can do.
Absolutely.
We do presentations at schools. One of our ideas is that child abuse can be a learned behavior. If a child's abused at a young age and they carry that forward with them, it can be something that they're going to pass on, or they're going to perform.
They learn, like you said, it's a learned behavior.
So one of the things we try to do is educate children about bullying in schools. So we go to different schools in our community and talk to the kids at an early age about bullying, and if we can deal with that, that idea starts to flow forward, and rather than being a bully, we suggest them that they become buddies.
Right, absolutely.
And work
the buddy
them.
system.
Right. So we work a lot on educating our community about
That's
the
wonderful.
effects of child abuse.
So how would somebody get in touch with you if they knew somebody who was maybe being abused? Do they reach out to your organization?
We
How does it
have
work?
many different avenues. We have our Facebook page.
Okay.
We have our email address. You can contact me directly 24/7.
How many in your group?
We don't disclose that.
No?
And,
Okay.
and there's
Yeah.
a reason for that.
Yeah.
There's a security issue, and but what we always say is we have as many as we need.
That's awesome.
Guardians of the Children is an international organization.
Okay.
And we have, in our state, we have 5 chapters. We have Albuquerque, Farmington, Artesia, Hobbs, and Las Cruces.
Wow.
And so if we need help in the courtroom, we just call our brothers and sisters
Absolutely.
from our other chapters, and they come in
Awesome.
and support us.
So guys, again, I'm here with the Guardians of the Children. It is exactly what it says, Guardians of the Children. You guys are here to help, kids in abusive relationships and try to really turn that around. So if you guys know anybody, that would like to speak with Wizard a little bit more on about what the organization is about, let us know. You can comment for more info on the bottom. We'll link your Facebook page as
That'd
well.
be great.
And this is all about spreading the word, guys. And again, I really do appreciate you coming on the show. And from my understanding, this April is Child Abuse Awareness Month. So tell us.
April is our busiest month of the year.
Okay.
I mean, we're busy year round, but April, being Child Abuse Awareness Month, we really try hard to get out into the community and do a lot of public speaking. There was a
Right.
march that occurred just last week where we had dignitaries from the mayor, the head of CYFD, different community representatives, and the public come out, and we did a march with the New Mexicans Against Child Abuse to make the community be aware of what's going on. One of the things that we talked about is in Bernalillo County, there were about 14,000 cases of reported child
Wow.
abuse in our community. And it all whittles down because they have to be substantiated and so on and so forth.
Right.
But it whittles down to there were 2,600 children in our community that were abused and the cases were substantiated.
2,600.
2,600.
That's amazing.
That's an unthinkable number
It
for
is.
us.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is I've been monitoring these statistics over the last 5 years, and it hasn't gone down.
Wow.
It continues to go up.
To go up. Wow, that's amazing.
So what we're doing is trying to make the public aware by different things that we're doing, different speaking engagements.
Absolutely.
What we're doing here.
Yeah,
today.
definitely. And so guys, again, Guardians with the Children, we're here to spread the word about child abuse. April's Child Abuse Awareness Month. So tell us, what events do you have coming up next that maybe we can join in on? You probably have quite a bit.
We do. This weekend there's a run for a young boy who was abused, and he's severely injured, and so that's one of the things we're doing on this weekend. But our big event is coming up on April 28th.
Okay.
And that is the event that we started 6 years ago, and it's
Wow.
called our Family Fun Day.
Yep, Family Fun Day, guys. April 28th.
April 28th from 12 to 4. And this is something different. We talk about all the hard things that we have to deal with, and we talk about all the issues surrounding child abuse. And this is a time of the year that we've taken a little different stance, and we said, let's have a day of fun and enjoyment for
Absolutely.
families.
Right.
And so what we do is we put on an event in Los Lunas, it's at the Daniel Fernandez Memorial Park.
Okay.
And what we do is we come to the community and ask for their support, so we wind up putting on an event that's free food, games for the children, car show, motorcycle show, APD's flying the helicopter in.
That's
We've got
awesome.
the horse patrol out there. We've got the Los Lunas Fire Department coming out. Free haircuts for kids.
Bring community together.
And exactly, and all of this happens as a result of the community supporting us. Everything is free.
That's great.
Everyone that comes out there, vendors that have vendor information booths, all of them are coming out there and giving things to children.
That's
Our
great.
goal is for every child that comes to this event, one, they get a free meal. They need a haircut, they're going to get a haircut.
That's awesome.
They're going to have games and prizes that they'll have. We're giving away, right now we're at about 120 bicycles.
Oh, wow.
And
Nice.
so if you can imagine that Do you remember when your first bicycle you ever
Yeah,
got?
absolutely.
Most kids do.
100%, I
I mean,
do.
that's one of the big
I
events
just
in our
had that
lives.
flashback going, boom, I saw it in my mind, absolutely.
And so we thought about this a couple years ago, and we said, let's see how many bicycles we can give away, because most of the kids that come to this, not all of them, but many of the kids that come are coming from underprivileged families.
Okay.
And the
So you're
parents don't-
giving that away at this event.
We're doing that.
That's phenomenal. Guys, again, Family Fun Day, April 28th, 12 to 4 in Los Lunas. There's free food, free haircuts. It's all about the kids and community coming together. And Wizard, thanks so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it
You
very
bet.
much.
Look
Have a great
forward to
day, guys. Bye.